I'm a simple man, hands down. Let me know what you're about. No lack of blue skies, but some clouds. What goes up must come down.
Hey guys, it's Daniel Dan J, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 4 thoughts from halfway through medical school. So this video is a couple weeks late. My halfway point was like the first weekend of February, but essentially I'm 2.5 years into this course and I've got 2.5 years after this. So to commemorate the 2.5 year mark, I thought I'd just share some thoughts about life and sort of medical school in general. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Okay, so first off, I wanted to start with the big one of quitting. Now, I think it's just a common thing when pretty much you start anything or do anything that you're going to just get to a point where maybe it gets tough, or maybe you feel like, oh, there's something else I could be doing, and you're like, maybe I should just quit this. It's not full on, oh yeah, I'm about to leave next week, rash decision, handing it in, so that sort of thing. It's more like, is this really where I'm meant to be in life? It can sort of present an imposter syndrome as well. Like you'd be like, oh, am I really meant to be here? So if I'm not really meant to be here, maybe I should leave here. And yeah, it was a thing that pretty much was told to us pretty early on in medical school. Like, oh, all of you are going to feel at some point like you want to quit medicine, but stick with it. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with everything in life, just stick with it, stick through it. There are push and pull factors with everything in life, but you just have to stay grounded and focus on what brought you here and what motivated you to start on this journey. I'm getting hot, man. I'm stuck. Okay, so number 2 is revision. So I feel like in any place that you go to, you're not really taught how to revise. They just go, here's the material that we're teaching you, here's what could come up in the exam, learn it. Like that's all, learn it, absorb it somehow. And I feel like just from coming to uni since that time, just wanting to improve on scores and everything, I've been watching a whole load of YouTube videos, reading a whole lot of things on like revision, like spaced repetition, active recall, stuff that I didn't know back in GCSEs and A-levels. And I feel like you should just focus on a technique that works for you and really just experiment with it. And it's hard to know sometimes. You just have to take it step by step, especially if there's not really much practice out there for you to be able to do. You just have to go test to test, keep experimenting until one works. And yeah, it's kind of weird how we don't get taught how to revise. It's like they're hiding the techniques. So the people who are studying but realizing they're just trying to get that extra 1% to improve, they're like being differentiated and then getting way more than that 1% because they've gone out and done the research. And of course, this is open to literally everyone, but wouldn't it be better if they gave it to you? Now I'm coming into my 3rd year, I'm finding that steady revision is much better than cramming. It's just a lot better in terms of time-wise. Like cramming, you just have to basically clear everything you're doing and just get onto that revision. If the only thing that you're doing day to day is revision, because yes, lockdown right now, so things aren't really popping off, then fair enough. But yeah, steady revision is definitely better. Cramming can be fun, like some nights back in Giraffe House, wow, just going straight from like 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Those are the days. But steady is still better in my opinion overall. And the 3rd one is time. So I found that, first of all, I got bare time, but I got no time at all. Like in terms of life, I'm 21, so in terms of average age from when I was born, I got about 60 years left here. That's still 75% of my life. And yeah, so I got time to just do things, to be chilling, but I also don't have time because I could literally die tomorrow before this video comes out. Hopefully not, I'm praying not, but that's the sort of thing we're living with here. So I think just using your time wisely, doing some stuff that you don't really do, experimenting, you know, trying out new things, that's always fun. And also, yeah, just live in your youth, live in the moment, stay in it. And then in medicine, one of the things that you might find is that people seem to think that you don't have that much time, but You also have a lot of time in the clinical years as well, so long as you plan correctly and do the correct things. If you're like sleeping at 10 a.m, waking up at 8, and then just going to placement, and then you stay at placement for maybe 4 hours, and then you come back home and you sleep again, you're basically losing time, and you're gonna have no time. You'll be like, oh, I have no time. But if you make plans and you stay committed to what you want to do, you can have a lot of time, all the time in the world basically. It's one of those things that you learn, and one of the things you see a lot in articles like, oh, things I wish that I knew. It's like, you always have time to do something. It's just not a priority if you feel like you don't have the time to do that thing. Because if it was a priority, you would fit it in, you'd make time, you'd make some sacrifices. And that's just how life goes. And then my final thoughts are on people. It seems that people are a lot in our lives. They take up a lot of our thought space, a lot of our actions, and pretty much all the ways we act are because of how people in our lives have taught us, our parents mostly. But that's not what we're getting into today. I'm just talking about the people who you're surrounded with. And a nice thing that I'm always being reminded with in Ali Abdaal videos these days is, you're the main character of your story. You're basically some extra who doesn't even really have lines in the stories of other people. So focus up on yourself and don't focus too much on other people. And yeah, you just find that some people are nice, some people are not. And relating it to medicine, you'll find that some of the consultants are nice, some of them are not. Some of them are going to grill you, and some of them are not. Some of them will ask you loads of questions and then not expect you to actually know them. They're just basically like kind of boosting their ego, but kind of trying to teach you as well. Other consultants will ask you a few questions and expect you to know every single one. And then they'll be like, how do you not know that? Oh my gosh, you don't know where to put this specific thing that took me 7 years to remember. Like, yeah, they be chatting crap. But just, yeah, focus up on yourself, stay committed, and just keep going. And yeah, not just consultants, people on courses, people you meet in the streets, university. You'll find that some people are good-hearted, some people are not, and have their best interests at heart, or they might have a shared best interest for you. You just have to feel it out. And I think it's just part of learning day to day and going through it. You just have to speak to people, get to know people, take a couple L's, take a whole lot of W's, and that's life. So what am I expecting for the next 2.5 years? I have absolutely no clue. Obviously I was talking about time. The amount of time I'm going to have is going to get shorter, but still, it's all about priorities again. I'm going to meet a whole load of people, speak to a whole load of different ranging of patients, different conditions, all that sort of thing. And it's just going to be a pleasant experience, I think, in the next 2.5 years. Who knows what could go down? Hopefully I'm still alive by the end. Like, please, I don't want to die. And yeah, it'd be nice to see who gonna follow me to the end, but I guess we'll get to the end and find out then. Shout out my boy Drake. And yeah, all we can do is just chase excellence and try to, yeah, just be as good people as we can be overall. Be as good doctors as we can be. So thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. And yeah, also check out my new single, Simple, first line in the description. It is out everywhere. The music video is on this channel and that'll be down there. Check it out, stream it, add it to your playlist, and boom, that's all good. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.